visiting the most beautiful island in the world is a must. This video will give you a guide on where to stay and what each location offers, focusing on 5 amazing resorts that you need to visit. Is Palawan really the most beautiful island in the world? Many sources would agree, but instead of going online and reading an article about it, I wanted to go there myself and experience the beauty with my own eyes. That's why I went off on a solo journey from Busuanga, Coron, El Nido, and Puerto Princesa. So let's start off our journey with Busuanga Island, which hosts both the Coron and Busuanga municipality. You're probably more familiar with Coron as it is the main tourism hub for the region. But not a lot of people know that there's a hidden gem that offers a private island experience here in the town of Busuanga. So La Estancia is found in the northwestern tip of the island, and to be honest with you guys, I came here a little bit skeptical because of the location, but when I got there, I knew I made the right decision. Upon arriving, you'll be surrounded with trees and bougainvillea flowers, giving the place a very enchanting vibe. And while taking my first few drone shots, I didn't know how big the property was until they gave me a tour using this motorized boat. So we went around and they showed me that all of this is part of La Estancia. After that, they gave me a tour around the mangrove forest a few hundred meters away, and this got me really excited because they told me that guests can freely kayak within this dense forest that leads to a private beach, and at night, there are fireflies here. So before leaving the place, I knew I had to see it for myself. Going back to the resort, the rooms here are insane. With 4 buildings, you have tons of room options to choose from family rooms with interconnected rooms or ones for an intimate stay, all of which have an amazing view of the ocean. The main theme here is really the exclusivity and being in a quiet and peaceful place to relax and be away from the busy towns and activities. If you want to find beauty, this is the place to be. But if you're looking for things to do, you can also visit Ocam Beach, just a few minutes away, and some of the Coron activities are actually nearby, like the Kalawit Safari and Black Island, which is just in front of this private beach behind the mangroves. So I had such an amazing stay there. The staff are very, very friendly. They serve good and authentic Filipino food, so you don't really have to go places just to eat. And after spending 2 nights in this quiet haven, it's time to hit Coron. Compared to El Nido and Puerto Princesa, I think Coron hosts more unique tourist activities to experience wildlife and nature and to witness the best lagoons and limestones. Even though El Nido is as biodiverse and well-renowned, there's a reason why you keep seeing this whenever Palawan is the subject. Here, I would recommend the following resorts, but for a more budget-friendly option, I stayed in Dayon Hostel. So this isn't really a resort, so this is kind of a bonus in our list. But I chose this place because if you really want to maximize Coron, I think you should really go out there, book tours, and this place allowed me to save money and have a great experience overall. It's a hostel, so you have to share the room and comfort rooms with other people. And I found that this is a really fun way to make friends and get to know people in the area. One thing I like about this place is the excellent customer service. They have unlimited free coffee, which I really appreciate. I like the design of the place. It's simple and the rooms are comfortable, and I was able to have a good night's sleep here. So really, if you want a more cost-efficient place to stay in Coron, definitely check out Dayon Hostel if you're broke like me. So after staying 5 days in the Busuanga Island, it's time to head on to our crowd favorite, El Nido. It took me 4 hours to get there by ferry called Atienza, which costs around 2,800 pesos or around $50 US. It's a little expensive, but this is the best option you have from Coron to El Nido and vice versa. So spoiler alert, I really fell in love with El Nido. The beaches, the culture, the activities, I didn't want to leave El Nido, and after spending 8 days here, I found that there are 5 main beaches that offer good accommodation, food, and access to a lively community. Those are Las Cabañas or Maramegmeg Beach, Corong Beach, El Nido Beach, which hosts the main town of El Nido, Leo Beach, and Nacpan Beach. So I was able to stay in 3 of those main beach communities, starting off with Corong Beach. Corong is a really strategic place to stay here in El Nido. It's a few minutes away from the main town, so it's less touristy but offers everything else. If you head over to Pops District, you can find good food, easy access to tours, convenience stores, and more. It's a one-stop destination for your needs, and here you will find our next resort, Suites by Eco Hotel.
I don't wanna wake up and let my dreams die this moment.
With that said, if you want a strategic location and convenience, this is the place to be. It's also a beachfront property, so you don't have to go far to enjoy the beautiful beach, rent a kayak, and enjoy one of the most stunning sunsets here in El Nido. They serve good breakfast food, and the staff here are friendly too. The cons I found is that the standard rooms are kind of plain and not as spacious as I imagined it to be. And if you need the space, they also have this huge VIP suite for a higher price. So overall, I think this place is best for people who need to feel that sense of security, that everything you need is within reach, while enjoying a less crowded side of El Nido. So next up is in the main town of El Nido Beach. Here is the center of tourism activity in El Nido, with so many food options and stores to buy pasalubong and clothes, and a long stretch of the beach with a towering limestone mountain just beside it. You can't really go wrong if you decide to stay here. And nearby, I stayed in Mansion Buenavista. It's a 5-minute walk away from the center, set 10 meters above El Nido Beach, and has a beautiful view of the town. It's a relatively quiet place to stay since it's not in the center of the busy streets, and I love that the rooms here are very comfortable and spacious. They have this mini garden for you to relax. The staff also very friendly. The place is ideal for bigger groups that need the comforts and privacy of their own room for a very affordable price. The only con I found here is that it's not a beachfront property, which I think is not so much of a deal breaker since a lot of activities in El Nido already includes visiting different beaches. But for a convenient and really comfortable stay in El Nido, I would definitely go back here again. And our last one in El Nido is found in Nacpan Beach. It's a 35-minute trip away from El Nido town with a 4-kilometer stretch of this powder-like sand with such a creamy color and only a few establishments. Nacpan Beach is definitely the least touristy among our list. In the middle of this beach is a sanctuary for people and nature, Eco Sanctuaries. This is an eco-friendly nature lodge that hosts these traditional huts that will serve as your portal to paradise. While using only solar-powered energy and no air conditioning, the lodges are designed to be cool and comfortable while you feel the fresh ocean breeze circulating through the huts. The design of the lodges make it such a unique and calming experience. You'll feel so much at peace waking up to this scenery. One of my favorite features of this place is Kawan. a farm-to-table concept restaurant that serves the best food I have tried in Nacpan. They serve such healthy food that tastes amazing, and I'm not taking that lightly. Even the cocoa jam that I had for breakfast was really good. On paper, it doesn't seem like much, but the minimalist nature of this place, along with the attention to detail and active engagement with sustainability, you'll really feel one with nature as you sit down, read a book, and witness the most beautiful display of stars at night, which I did not get to capture, but if you stay here, you will know. The only con I found is that it's a little difficult to access since it's not connected to the main road. You need to go through the beach, so make sure to ask assistance when you're going here, and don't be like me, pretending to be a good motorcycle driver.
I am so fucked.
And for our last location, let's head on to the capital of Palawan, Puerto Princesa. Puerto Princesa is a 5-hour van ride away from El Nido that costs around 600 pesos. It's a more developed area with many establishments at the center of the town and hosts the underground river, which is declared as part of the new 7 Wonders of Nature. Here we stayed in the biggest resort in our list, the Princesa Island Garden Resort and Spa. They gave us such a warm welcome along with refreshments. Here you'll have access to this huge sandbar. Unfortunately, we went here at high tide, so definitely check it out when the water levels are better. The place is a higher-end accommodation with great room options, a huge pool, good breakfast buffets, and here I invited my mom and cousin, so I'll let her do the talking.
This resort is big and beautiful. There's a lot of space to work or just chill around. A lot of rooms has direct access to their big-ass pool, and luckily we got the room to do just that. We also got to experience the floating breakfast, which is kind of cool. They also offer drinks and we got to try 2 of them. All I can say is that both are very refreshing and a must-try. Want to go for a city tour, try good restaurants in the city, or simply need a trike for whatever reason? No hassle. They got you covered. Everything was so easy staying in this resort. So yeah, I definitely would come back next time.
So those are the 5+1 accommodations that I would really vouch for if you visit Palawan. And my favorite among those, not a secret, Eco Sanctuaries in Nacpan Beach. And at this point, I realized that I'm more inclined to places that offer such peaceful and quiet sceneries. A person like me trying to look for answers, I found that the toxic nature of Manila, the ADHD-inducing social media, and noise pollution everywhere, solitude and silence is becoming a rare experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one. Join me as we uncover the beauty of Palawan even more as I upload the next videos in the next few weeks. So I'll catch you guys there and join me as we travel the Philippines with purpose. Paalam!